So Simon, how's it going in the food and beverage department and the venue?
It's been great. It's been a busy off season. Obviously, straight after the last game of 21-22, we had the birthday party, which went fantastically well. I think we had about 2,500 people come down. Charities, local businesses, all sorts of people got involved. So we gained some really great awareness for not just the stadium, the Laithwaite Community Stadium, but also for the club as a whole. A lot of people that I spoke to on the day had never been to the venue before. Everybody seemed to have a really, really good time. So yeah, we're now going to be looking at doing that hopefully on a yearly basis. Make it bigger and better next year. We're already looking at planning for that. And then straight after that, couple of days off, and then we were straight into sort of the venue side of what we do, which I've said right from the beginning, it is a multi-purpose venue. It's not just a football stadium or a football club. Laithwaite Community Stadium needs to be used 365 days of the year. And we're getting there. It's this 3 or 4 days of the week now. There'll be something going on around the club, which is not football related, whether that be blood groups, whether that be supporting local charities, birthdays. Obviously, unfortunately, we had a couple of wakes, and it's great that the community is starting to see the benefits of the stadium. It's obviously allowed me to maintain a lot of my match day staff as well from next season, which has been brilliant. So we're going into the new season with about 80% of the staff from last year, which is brilliant. And part of the challenge was, how do we keep them engaged for 6 or 7 weeks when there's nothing going on? Before there has been. So no, it's been really, really good. Obviously around that, we've been looking at the sort of how we can continue to give back, not just to the community, but how we can make our operation at the stadium more sustainable. I think we are, from my experience, in my opinion, many years behind where we should have been regarding our social responsibility. So there's been some great things that we've got going on now. Seymour's a fantastic sponsor from next year. Will be providing us with a reusable polycarbonate keep cup, so that's going to be great. We've been cutting down on plastic one-use pint glasses on match days. We're going to be working on a system on how they can be safely returned and reused. All of our packaging will be compostable or biodegradable. Coca-Cola, I've signed a new venue deal with them, so they're going to be replacing a lot of the plastic bottles with with Coke machines, which will be in biodegradable cups rather than the plastic PET bottles. It was just looking at how we can be more sustainable. We're hoping that that's going to dramatically reduce our carbon footprint, and hopefully people will be a little bit more conscious around the ground of where they're disposing. But it's been good.
And you mentioned there the transition and changes between seasons. What can fans expect as for like a different offering at the ground?
Yeah, so we sat down at the end of the season, Paula, my wonderful assistant, and some of the key members of the team, and we looked at the feedback from last season. Obviously, feedback that was given to us directly or through being in the industry, just picking up on naturally. So the main change we're going to have next season is there's a new brewery. Molson Coors will be overtaken from Heineken as our main brewery. One of the reasons we've chosen to use them is they will be facilitating speed pouring systems, which will be pouring 9 pints at a time. 92% of our sales in our bars last season were lager, and about 85% of that was either Foster's or Heineken, and I think 77% of that was Foster's. So Foster's is the biggest seller. Carling is the direct replacement of that. It's very synonymous with what we do. So when you go to the fan zone next season, while we still have a fantastic partnership with Hepworth Brewery, which won't be going anywhere, you'll have noticed that it will be a Carling fast lane. So the idea is to get just Carling in there, get the speed of service through. People will be able to get through much quicker, and it's not so much limiting the choice. If you still want to go to the Cardinals bar, you absolutely can. They will have a bigger range, but really it's about getting more of the product that people want to them quicker. Carrying on from that, the Seymour's community stand, quite a few fans mentioned last season that it isn't on par with the fan zone, and one of the number one requested things was chips out of the Seymour's community stand. So what we've done is we have replicated the fan zone menu into the Seymour stand, and we will be doing whatever's in the fan zone will be able to be purchased up there. And there will also be another Carling fast lane being installed into the kitchen next to the main hatch. So yeah, that's going to be great. There's a few other bits that have popped up. The menus have been a little bit more simplified. I felt at times they were getting a little bit too complicated last season. So again, we've looked at what we can do to make it quicker and faster, and it really is just getting people what they want quicker. And so they're the main changes that we've got. We rolled out some of the new menus on the Arsenal game just gone. The local sauce, which was a great success last season, we're still keeping the local feel, but we're going to be doing the same menu week in, week out, because again, while some of the products were brilliant last year, it's just trying to keep the process simplified, and that's what it is.
And you mentioned there the Seymour's Community Stand. Obviously in that stand is a Jeff Chapel Lounge, and there's some changes to the hospitality for 2022-23, isn't there?
Yes, so yeah, hospitality was a real success story last season. The feedback was fantastic, the food was brilliant, but we felt maybe it was a little bit annexed from the rest of the stadium. So what we've done is we've launched hospitality season tickets out to all the fans, not just corporate sponsors or commercial sponsors. That can now be purchased. Just give us a call, the details are online. It's going to be a 3-course menu next season. We've got 2 different packages. There's a discount as well. I won't go too much into it because all the information you need is online. But yeah, it's going to be great. I've just done wine tasting today, so the new wine list. There's going to be feature beers and they can't get anywhere else. As they say, the 3rd course will be a new addition. It's going to be a real, it's taking it from good to great basically, and you know, it's going to be a slightly different feel to what it was this season, and hopefully with some new faces in there, which is going to be brilliant.
And perhaps something a little bit different to that, we have our charity partners as the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Here in Dogsford, F being one of those, we recently ran a competition and asked for suggestions for the dog's name. We picked one, haven't we?
Yes. So obviously before the birthday, some of you might remember the video I put out about the new partnership that we're doing. People came and voted for the name that they wanted. The dog is going to be called Teddy. It's going to be a Labrador. It's going to be absolutely adorable. Now the work starts to fund this life change support animal through its training program. So they will. The first big event that we're going to be doing with them will obviously be the celebrity charity match. Where we also have Woking Hospice and Cherry Trees, 2 other absolutely brilliant charities which we're going to be raising funds for. We need your support with that. Please come down, support the day. There's going to be live music up there as well, because we've just heard back today that that's going to be happening in the Cardinals Bar throughout the day. I'm sure there's going to be loads of other stuff going on. The last year, while I wasn't directly involved, is going to be, it was great. I came to it, so that's going to be good. Alongside launching officially as we go into new season a partnership with the Hearing Dogs, we're going to be running a raffle to try and raise to get the campaign going really. So on the LCS events website, with more information will be coming up in a minute, we're going to be doing £2 raffle tickets, and in the raffle there'll be one winner, and you're going to win a match worn signed jersey for your favourite player who you're welcome to pick. We're going to give 4 hospitality tickets included in that to a game of your choice, subject to availability, and we're also going to give a £50 food and bev gift card which can be redeemed at any of the concession stands. So please come in, show your support, guys. £10,000 is the target, so let's try and get there as quickly as possible really.
You mentioned gift cards. That's another offering for the new season for supporters aside from the raffle.
Yeah, so we made a decision as a club that the use of cash across the stadium is not sustainable for the future of the club, and many clubs, many venues in general in hospitality have stopped taking cash payments. Now, I am a strong advocate for cash plus payments. I do believe the risk is considerably less if there is no cash. It also greatly increases speed of service, and one thing we haven't done is maximise the till system that got put in place last year. So there'll be a slight change. There'll be a gradual phasing out of cash across the stadium, and particularly across food and bev. And from the first home game of the season, we will only be accepting cash payments in the Cardinals Bar and Mona's Corner. All other concession stands will be contactless or card payments only. From the 13th of October, we will no longer accept cash anywhere at the stadium, particularly for food and bev. What we will do is people will be able to get a gift card, and they will be able to put cash on the gift card. The gift card can then be used on any of the payment terminals. More information will follow to that, but it absolutely is the right way, and you know, we're aspiring to become a league club and beyond, and this is what clubs in league and beyond are doing, so we absolutely should be looking at doing that. But yeah, I understand it might be a bit of a tentative subject for some, but you know, hopefully with the gift card it should alleviate any problems that you've got. So you still will be able to use cash, just with the gift card.
There are plenty of positives going on at the stadium, and you've summed them all up there. Thank you for your time, Simon.
No, thank you, take care.